Morning. Today I fancy dinner at the new Celtic chippy in Aberaeron down by the seaside, so I think that's where I'll go. And as I round Oshute Corner, and the weather's looking promising, it's not too bright, it's not too hot, and hopefully there'll be no rain. I use a bit more motorway than normal today, mainly because of the distance I'm travelling, and the scenery doesn't really get interesting until you get into Wales. Petrol time, and I notice Shell V-Power, only it's V-Power diesel, not petrol. I made this mistake some time back on the B33 at the Shell garage by Sutton Park, where I put £10 worth in and then wondered why the bike wouldn't run properly, and I'd put £10 worth of diesel in. So let's not make that mistake again, eh? We'll go and find the V-Power petrol pump. Right, that should see me okay for the best part of 200 mile or more. So let's carry on. It's certainly the right time of year for tractors to be about, with the harvest and everything else. Looks like mist or smoke up ahead. And yes, it's smoke. The A44 now, heading down towards Aberystwyth, and yet another tractor and trailer. I'll follow this timber lorry for a while, and the smell of freshly cut timber was wonderful. It's a pity you can't transmit it via the internet. And we get a bit of blue sky as I pass the timber wagon. That's more like it. Nice empty road and a sunny day. Still a bit of cloud on top of the hills though. I was held up behind that grass cutting tractor for quite a few minutes. There just was not a safe place to pass it. You could not see what was coming round the corner. But we got past eventually. And just round the corner there's another tractor cutting grass with a car overtaking it. Whoops. You can see why I waited now. And through Aberystwyth, and it's along the 487 coast road down towards Aberaeron. And it's into Aberaeron with its quaint pastel coloured houses. The new Celtic chippy, and I see Jonathan's Royal Enfield parked there. So it's park up time and grab minced beef and onion pie and chips, a couple of bread and butters and a coffee, which I must say was excellent. Now the plan is to head back for a few miles in the direction of Aberystwyth, then take the road out to Tregaron and hopefully find my way to the Devil's Staircase. Let's see how that goes. Well, so far so good. We appear to be on the road to Tregaron. Just coming through the village of Pennant, and something catches my eye. Well, you can't really miss it. That's a petrol pump there. Well, that's a surprise. I didn't expect that. That's good. That's a bonus pump for the list. Let's do the photograph thing. Okay, so the sun's not in the right direction, but at least it'll be a photograph, and that's all that matters. And a few miles down the road, on the opposite side, and it's worth turning around to take a look at, is this sculpture. Might as well take a little walk with the helmet camera still recording. And of course grab a photograph. Okay, grab 2 photographs. Okay, 3 photographs. 4 photographs? Do I never know when to stop? Anyway, having seen that, let's carry on. Turnaround time, and then it's carry on towards Tregaron. And all I need to do now is find the road which leads out towards the double staircase. It'll be round here somewhere. I think I'm on the right road. It looks vaguely familiar. Guess I will find out later on. The roads are rather narrow, but luckily you don't meet that much traffic. I decided the easiest thing to do is for me to go halfway up the grass verge. And we'll get through. The TCT isn't all that wide really, compared to modern cars. I spot a couple of woolly speed bumps. There we go, they're out of the way. And it's still a nice day, and these are still lovely roads to be riding on. And another couple of folks on bikes enjoying the sunshine. I have to admit, I do like roads like this just for the sheer pleasure of riding. There's not much traffic. I like the scenery. What more could you ask for? Up in front you can see the road ahead disappearing over the top of the hills, but first a downhill part. And here we have it, the telephone box in the middle of nowhere, and a post box. And a somewhat inquisitive sheep. Alright, let's get on with it. This was a bit of a tight squeeze because on my left hand side the road drops off, and I still ended up with half the tyre hanging over the edge, but we got through, and that's all that matters. Yes, it's certainly a nice part of the world. And at last we come to the Devil's Staircase and the very tight bends. You might be able to hear a bit of popping and banging from the exhaust. Suspect I may have an air leak somewhere. That's something else I need to look into. But anyway, there's the last bend, and then it's downhill all the way from here. Now I spot something in front, thinking that's not a woolly speed bump. It's the right colour, but it's the wrong shape. Must be some kind of new prototype goose shaped speed bump. Oh well. Most of the sheep seem totally unfazed by traffic, but it's that one that jumps out you've got to watch out for. So best thing to do, take it steady going past them. I'm in no rush, so I'll pull over to let the fellow behind me pass. I mean, he's probably on his way home. I've got all day. Another speed bump. This one appears to be pheasant shaped. Go on, make your mind up. Are you going that way? And he's gone. Just in case there's any more down the road. And before long we're back on the main road at Beulah, only for 200 yards or so, and then we turn off on the lovely B road that cuts across towards Ryder. This is it, the B4358. A road well worth riding. It's got some nice ups and downs, some nice bends, excellent scenery, a decent road surface. All in all, an enjoyable road. So that's what we did. Enjoyed it. And pretty soon we're rolling down into Knighton. And from Knighton it's down into Craven Arms. Now you're thinking, hold on, did he just go over a red light? The answer is yes, because a car coming the other way told me the lights had failed and they were red at both ends. So as soon as it was a pedestrian crossing light and good visibility, you could see what was coming. I'm afraid yes, I went over on red, otherwise I would still be there now. And here we are on what our club members affectionately call the longest road in the world. Moreville to Craven Arms, 18 miles, but it's the longest road in the world. It's starting to get dark now, and we pass this transit full of scrap which never once went above 36 miles an hour. And then again, it's history now. my ride the other week, where I thought the headlight dip wasn't any good. I've changed to an LED bulb, and it's made all the difference. Even on dip now, I can quite happily see the side of the road. I've got a horrible feeling it might be a European pattern headlight unit. The dip's cutting off, but I'm sure it's projecting light up to the right rather than the left. Something to have a look at. And any road, as we approach that good old favourite, Oshit corner. It ain't been a bad day. At Pie and Chips at the seaside, spotted a new bonus petrol pump. Had to ride down the Devil's Staircase. Roughly 260 odd miles. The TCT was doing 32 to the gallon. So I think that wraps it up. So until the next time, see you later.